Is Weegar available? And do you think that he's I'm not.
I think Calgary keeps Weegar. I mean, I don't think I've met him several times. I think he's a wonderful person. I think he's a good player. I don't know if he wants to be there for the long haul.
This is the question I'm starting to have. Sorry, I'm cutting you off because I'm leading the witness. I said it last year when we were talking about trading Anderson. I actually said, well, if we're going down this path, why is Weegar not? He's locked up. Is he not more attractive? I don't know what his no trade clauses. I have none of that in. But the point was, if I'm trading for one of the Flames defensemen, I'm interested in Weegar as much as Anderson.
And Weegar's got the full no move this year and next, and then it drops to a list.
But at some point, if you are Weegar and you were like, I'm trying to get in his head, and I'm like, well, I played in Florida and that was fun, and then they won some cups, and now I'm in Calgary. The problem is when you're not winning, it's not that the players dislike your city or your organization. They're just looking at their careers going,
where can I win?
Where can I win? And am I going to ride it out here? We said it earlier. Over the next couple of years, am I riding this out?
Well, you just talked about a deflated balloon. Maybe that's a scenario where Weegar looks at it and goes, do I want this for the long haul for my career?
Yeah.
Again, he controls that. And I'm not starting a rumor. I'm not putting words in his mouth. This is a guy that has been a good soldier, committed to the Calgary Flames. For the most part, has been a good player. Didn't have a great night last night. We all have him. But at the end of the day, there has to be, from Connie's perspective, probably a couple no-fly zones as far as, Wolf's not available. Name me a couple players that you feel not available. I don't know, is Coronado, guys like that.
So, yeah.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, everybody else, I'm listening.
And I just think like they have so few NHL top four defensemen. I think we're all in the camp that it's 95% Rasmus is gone at some point, right? Like it would be stunning for him to be on this roster beyond the trade deadline, extension or not. What are you left with? Like, because I don't know that this management group nor this owner want to strip it back that far. You need to keep an actual top pair guy.
Well, you don't have to trade Weegar now.
No, and you can't for 2 years anyway because he controls the whole process. But my point is that I think the owner wants to. It's more the retool than the strip it to the studs, trade anyone that's good.
Whether he wants it or not, he doesn't have to do anything, and they might still win the Mission McKenna.
Yeah,
exactly.
The
way they're going, they're
in last.
It's a deflated balloon. They're going to have a very hard time. What are they climbing up to?
Yeah, if they get on a really good run, where are they?
Yeah.
Are they 25th in the league? What are we talking about?
Yeah, the other thing too is it comes back. You're right. You still need players around, veteran players on term around these young guys to help them grow. That's part of the process. If it's a retool and not a scorched earth. The other thing is at some point, it comes back to Rhett's point. At some point, or at what point does Weegar go, I'm looking at myself and go, I'm not sure I can endure this, or I want this.
Yeah.
There might be. I think Coleman is a guy that people would covet too. He's a winner.
Yeah. 2 cups, third liner, good checker,
good person, all of that type of stuff. He checks a lot of boxes for teams that would want, depth to go for on a deep run. So you have to look at players that make sense, but then it comes back to the conversation. Is there somebody there that we expect to be there that all of a sudden might not want to be? And now Connie's got to make a decision, because if you're making a decision going Rasmus is out and then Weegar puts his hand up and goes, well, hold on a second, I'm thinking of thinking of my career to try and win. Now, do you look at Anderson to keep? Do you keep one or the other? I say no, but I don't think Weegar's the type of guy to just put his hand up and say, I want.
I don't either.
I think you're a couple of years away from that.
Hey, buddies, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Also, if you could throw in a like and subscribe, it does help us out with what it is we are doing. And check out more at flamesnation.ca.